Before I begin, if you're new here, please subscribe to my channel for more real stories like this, and don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. I want to know, how would you have handled my situation? It happened on an ordinary Tuesday afternoon, the kind that fades into every other weekday without leaving a mark. I was sitting at my desk, coffee going cold beside me, doing something I did once or twice a month, checking our shared Apple Pay account. Nothing dramatic. Just routine money maintenance. Bills, groceries, subscriptions. The boring stuff that keeps life running. I scrolled slowly, mentally sorting expenses, labeling categories. Then one line stopped me cold. Riverstone Jewelers, $864, Friday. I blinked and scrolled back up. Riverstone Jewelers. I hadn't bought anything from a jewelry store. I hadn't even heard of Riverstone Jewelers. I stared at the amount, waiting for my brain to fill in a memory that didn't exist. Maybe a gift I ordered and forgot about? Maybe something I approved without realizing? No. That didn't make sense. $864 is not the kind of thing you forget. I checked the date. Friday. Last Friday, I had been stuck in back-to-back meetings all day, presenting quarterly numbers to a room full of executives. I clicked the transaction for details. In-store purchase. 2:42 p.m. At 2:42 p.m., I'd been standing in a glass conference room, laser pointer in hand, explaining revenue forecasts. My chest tightened. I opened a new tab and searched the store. Riverstone Jewelers popped up immediately, a high-end boutique in the downtown district, known for custom engravings and personalized pieces. Not a casual walk-in place. Not somewhere you browse for fun. This was the kind of store people went to when they wanted to say something permanent. And suddenly, I knew. My wife, Laura, had been there. I called the store before I could talk myself out of it. A woman answered on the second ring. Riverstone Jewelers, this is Angela. How may I help you? I forced calm into my voice. Hi. I'm calling about a charge made on my account last Friday. $864 at 2:42 p.m. I was hoping you could tell me what was purchased. I heard keys tapping. One moment. The pause felt endless. Yes, I have it here, she said. A sterling silver bracelet with a custom engraving. One of our most popular pieces. Very elegant. My throat went dry. What does the engraving say? More typing. Then, it reads, Forever yours. M. The room around me tilted. My name is Daniel. My initial is D. And who picked it up? I asked, even though I already knew the answer. Your wife came in to collect it, Angela said cheerfully. She was very excited. I thanked her and hung up. Forever yours. Not D. Not even close. I sat there, staring at my phone, trying to think of anyone in our lives whose name started with M. Someone deserving of an expensive bracelet engraved with a promise that intimate. I didn't need guesses. I needed the truth. I texted Laura. I saw the charge from Riverstone Jewelers. Thank you for the gift. When were you planning to give it to me? The typing dots appeared. Disappeared. Appeared again. Finally, what charge? I don't know what you're talking about. I took a screenshot of the transaction and sent it. This time, the dots stayed longer. It's a surprise for your birthday. You weren't supposed to see it yet. My birthday was nearly 2 months away, and it wasn't even in the month she'd once again gotten wrong. Still, I played along. What's it engraved with? I asked. 3 minutes passed. It's a surprise, she replied. You'll see when I give it to you. I called the house phone. She answered immediately. Why are you calling the house phone? What's my bracelet engraved with? I asked. I told you, it's a surprise. Laura, I said calmly, I spoke to Riverstone Jewelers. I already know what it says. I'm giving you one chance to tell me the truth before I say it. Silence. Then, barely audible, what did they tell you? Forever yours. M. Her breath caught. It stands for May, she said quickly. Your birth month. I almost believed her. Almost. When's my birthday? I asked. May 15th. Try again. Another pause. May 12th. My voice went cold. It's April 4th. We've been married 6 years. The silence that followed was heavier than any argument. Whose name starts with M? I asked quietly. She started crying. Please let me come home. Let me explain. I looked around the house, the photos, the furniture, the life we'd built. You are home, I said. I'm the one leaving. Pack what you need. I'll come back tomorrow for my things. It's not what you think, she sobbed. Then what is it? I asked. Because from where I was standing, she had spent nearly $900 of our shared money on a bracelet engraved "Forever Yours" for someone else. She couldn't answer. I hung up and called my brother. Can I stay with you for a bit? He didn't ask questions. Just said yes. That night, I packed a bag, gathered my documents, and left. My phone rang non-stop. I ignored every call. At 9 p.m., my brother poured me a drink and listened. M, not D, he said quietly. I nodded. You know what that means? Yeah, I said. I do. The next morning, I called a divorce attorney. I sent her the transaction details, the engraving confirmation, and the pickup record Angela had emailed me. This is solid documentation, the attorney said. Clear misuse of shared funds. I filed that afternoon. Laura was served 3 days later. She called me 18 times. I answered on the 18th. I'll return the bracelet, she begged. It was a mistake. Who's M? I asked. A co-worker, she whispered. It didn't mean anything. I felt nothing. You can explain it to your lawyer, I said. Mine already has everything, including the part where you lied about my birthday. I panicked, she said. I know, I replied. That's the problem. The divorce took 65 days. She tried to claim the bracelet was for herself. That M was her maiden initial. But the receipt included a note from Angela stating Laura had requested the engraving for someone special. That ended it. I never learned who M was. It didn't matter. What mattered was that she'd used our partnership to fund her betrayal and thought she'd never be caught. I canceled our shared Apple Pay the day I moved out. People ask if I regret checking the account that Tuesday. I don't. Because while the truth shattered my marriage, the lie was destroying me quietly. At 2:42 p.m. on a Friday afternoon, my wife bought a bracelet engraved "Forever Yours," M, and assumed I'd never notice. She was wrong. Sometimes the smallest transaction exposes the deepest betrayal. My initial wasn't there. And that missing letter changed everything. Mine was D. The bracelet said M. That was the difference between a marriage and a lie. I chose reality. She chose the lie. And I walked away.